This video is kindly being sponsored by Free Trade. If you want to try your hand at investing in the financial markets from as little as £2, you can get a free share worth up to £200 by signing up to Free Trade using the link in the video description below. What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm a bit far, so let me get closer. These videos are in 4K now, so should be clean. If you go settings, you can change that to see my face in HD or 4K. Anyway, today we're talking about what you should be doing if you're a first year uni student, or if you're gonna go to uni. And I'm going to talk, from July, so now, all the way around to May, what you should be doing and thinking about every single month between now and the next year. Because it's important, especially if you want to break into the world of banking, consulting, and all these top careers. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. July, August, September, these 3 months are very, very important. Some firms, like Goldman Sachs, they start their application process, like taking in applications as early as July. So you need to start thinking about your applications and preparing for them. Typically for an application, you're going to need a CV or a resume, same thing, and a cover letter. Now, most of this stuff that I'm going to talk about in this video is applicable to all first year university students all over the world. However, if you're applying for spring weeks, which are 1 week internships in your first year of university, these tend to be more common in the UK and Europe. So keep that in mind if you're not from the UK or Europe. All right, so July, August, September, you want to be doing as many edits on your CV, resume, and your cover letter as possible. You want to get as many people as you can to review them. So typically your CV should be focused on being 1 page. You don't want it to be longer than a page long, because most of these investment banks, consulting firms, etc., they receive hundreds of thousands of applications and they don't have time to look through second pages of CVs or resumes, and so keep it to 1 page. Make sure every single bullet point you mention in your CV it doesn't just state something, but it backs it up with an example of how you achieved a result or how you developed a particular competency or skill. So you're not just gonna say, oh, I worked as a cashier in Starbucks. You might say, I worked as a cashier in Starbucks. As a result, I developed my team working and communication skills. If you want to break into top industries, they want to know, so what? So after every bullet point on your CV, ask yourself, so what? Why do I care about this? For your cover letter, it should cover 3 key questions. The first section should ask or answer, why do you want to work for this organization? The second paragraph should touch on, why do you want to work for this specific division? Why asset management? Why investment banking division? Why sales and trading? Why operations? Why technology? So on and so forth. You need to answer that. And then third and finally, you want to touch on, why should they hire you, or why should they pick you to be in their spring analyst class? And that's more about your previous experience, your extracurricular activities, what makes you unique, what makes you special. So July, August, September, you need to get your CV and your cover letter up to a very, very high standard and get as many applications that are opening early, get them out the door. Because more applications are going to open in September, October, November, and deadlines typically come around November, December. So keep that in mind. September, October, this is a good time to start thinking about, creating a LinkedIn. If you haven't already, it might be a bit, scarce in that you might not have lots of experience, but create a LinkedIn profile, because most companies are going to do a LinkedIn search. Typically, if you're applying, they might want to find out a bit more about you. If they can search your name online and see something that looks smart, professional, it helps you. If they search and see nothing, personally, I think it's weird when you can't find someone online. It's like they're hiding something. That's not usually the case, but it's always good practice to create a LinkedIn profile. Before we carry on, it is that time of the video where I need to introduce today's video sponsor, Free Trade. Now, I personally use Free Trade to invest into the financial markets, and I highly recommend you use them if you want to build your experience trading, if you want to, dabble into the financial markets and see what trading is actually like. And the great thing is, you can start from as little as £2. Some of the reasons why I recommend Free Trade is 1, they're super easy to use. 2, setup is quick and easy. And 3, if you sign up using the link in the video description below, both you and I will get a free share worth anywhere between £3 and £200. So do smash the link below and check them out. If you ask me, it's a no-brainer, but if you're still not convinced, here's a few more reasons why I recommend Freetrade. It's easy to set up, it's quick and easy, there's no hassle. Whenever I have a question, I can ask the team and they usually get back to me pretty quickly. Zero commissions on trades mean I can buy and sell shares without having to worry about an extra cost. Fractional shares allow me to buy shares in companies that are typically quite expensive. And last but not least, they give away free shares worth up to £200. Free shares worth up to £200. So for everyone that signs up to Freetrade using the link in the video description below, both you and I will get a free share worth up to £200. And it goes without saying, always remember, when you invest, your capital is at risk. The value of your portfolio can go down as well as up, and you may get back less than you invest. All right, September, you're gonna go uni, you're gonna do your freshers, you're gonna party, you're gonna chill, all of that good stuff. And then October's gonna come. Now, once you're in October in university, you wanna start joining all the relevant societies that are applicable or relevant to, one, your interests, and two, your personal interests, and two, your career interests. So if you wanna break into banking, investment society, sales and trading society, economic society, all of these kind of things. If you're interested in football as well, join the football society, join the football team, so on and so forth. Joining societies gives you more to talk about on your CV. So remember that one page, you're gonna have to promote yourself. It's a one-page marketing document, your CV or your resume, that you're gonna have to just put lots of stuff on about you so that companies can be like, oh wow, this candidate seems interesting, let's invite them for an interview. So October is the time to join societies, and don't just be a member of a society, try and take on a leadership position. Try and apply for head of events, president, vice president, so on and so forth. When you take on a role in a society, it means you got more to talk about on your CV. October is also a good time to check the deadlines for the various spring weeks across the different firms. Don't just apply to investment banks, look at consulting firms, look at other boutique firms, look at other industries, and be aware, make an Excel spreadsheet. I used to have one at uni which had all the deadlines, so you're not leaving it too late to the application deadline, and so that you can put in high quality applications way ahead of time. All right, November, December, by these dates, you wanna get all your main applications out of the window and submitted. So if you really are desperate to break into Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, whatever, make sure you've submitted these all already. And then November, December, you can spend any extra time applying to any of the companies that aren't a top priority in your list, because it's always good to have a backup option. You want to spread your eggs, you want some safety insurance, so you can apply to, I don't know, if your first choice is investment banking or working for an investment bank, your second choice might be consulting or accounting or something completely different. So use November and December to apply to those kind of firms. One important thing to mention, applications open July, August, September, October onwards, but offers get given out on a rolling basis. What that means is, these companies are going to be interviewing people throughout July to December. And if they like someone that they find in July, they're going to give them an offer. And once all the offers are gone, that's it, it's done. So the earlier you apply, the better. All right, so December, you wrap up the year, you go Christmas break, what have you, and then you come back January. You probably have a few January exams, what have you, but university is only 3 years, your career is 30, 40 years. So prioritize your career opportunities. So spring weeks, applications, you might have interviews, you might have assessment centers in January, February, but January is a good time to look at other options like volunteering opportunities, getting involved with societies, because you want to keep building your CV, you want to keep having things to talk about in your cover letter, because at the end of the first year, you're going to be going into your second year and you're going to have to apply to internships, summer internships. And the more you have to talk about, the better your chances are for getting interviews and offers. And so throughout the year, you're constantly looking for opportunities to volunteer, do extracurricular activities, any work experience on top of your spring week that you might be able to get in the summer. So that's January and February. So once January and February are done, you've looked for different opportunities. Then come March and April. This is typically when spring weeks happen. So if you're fortunate enough to secure an offer, you've done your interviews, you've done your assessment centers, and you've aced them, you've got an offer for a March or April spring week, great. Go and do your spring week and focus on converting that into a summer internship. Trust me, if you can convert your spring week into a summer offer, it takes so much pressure off your shoulders. You can go into your second year knowing, all right, calm, I've got my offer for summer internship. Now I can be a bit more, you know, I could apply to other places, I could chill out a bit, you know, I've got that safety net in the bag, so you can chill a bit more. But you need to ace your spring week, and I've done videos on how you can, you know, convert your spring week to an internship. Search it on the channel, you can find it. But your priority is, you know, to convert that. Once you leave the spring week, you can stay in touch through LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever, but it's good to keep in contact with these people because they all end up in different places, and later on in your career you never know who you bump into, and you never know who's gonna need your help or whose help you might need. So it's always good to stay in contact with people. Don't just try and use people because you think they're going to be in a good position later on, but try and be helpful and be genuine, and avoid, there's always going to be a few snakes, people that are extra competitive and they try and stab you in the back. Goes without saying, try and avoid those people. And then we've got May, June, July. This is typically when there's summer internships going on. For first year students, you don't really get summer internships at any of the major investment banks. However, as a first year student, if you can get a summer internship experience at a boutique or a small shop or some voluntary experience or anything that you can put once again on your CV, do it, because when it comes to summer the next year, it's going to help you get a summer internship in your second year. So it's very, very important. If you can, you know, obviously go on holiday, enjoy your summer break. You've worked hard at university for a year, but don't, like, throughout the university experience, you need to be thinking of little pockets of opportunities that you can do that can help build your CV to, you know, essentially help you get the big offer that you want, whatever that might be for you in the long term in terms of career. So always think about, what can I be doing right now to help me build my CV? Because at the end of the day, you can graduate from uni, get a first-class degree, but if you've got no extracurricular experience or no voluntary experience or no spring weeks or internships, your CV is going to be mad empty. And then, you know, companies ain't even going to bother interviewing you or inviting you for assessment centers. And so, you know, get your grades, get a pass, you know, get as high a grade as you can, but prioritize work experience, extracurricular activities, so on and so forth, because that is what truly companies look for. And then hopefully you're going to be in a position where you've got your spring week, and then you can help your mates who are in the application process or people, you know, younger than you. Don't forget, like, you're going to be in a position where you can help others. So whenever you get that chance, make sure you do so. If you enjoyed this video, check out some of these and make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Let me know what you want in the next video. I'm going to do a similar video to this for second year students and a similar one for third and final year students. So turn on the notification bell to avoid missing those. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.